after a week of twists and turns and superb tennis, it is finals day at the WTA finals in Singapore. And what a doubles final we have for you. The top seeds and world number ones Martina Hingis and Mirza have entertained and thrilled from start to finish. And not only have they not dropped a match in this year's tournament, but they are yet to drop a set. But up against them today are a team who are also on a roll. Muguruza and Suarez Navarro only snuck into the tournament, but boy, haven't they made their presence felt. The Spanish duo have played some stunning tennis throughout and will no doubt be a huge handful for the top seeds today. It has simply been a fabulous week, and it's all taken place in the terrific surroundings of Singapore. There is so much to discover in this great country, but today our focus is here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. So for the right to lift the Martina Navratilova doubles trophy, it is Martina Hingis and Mirza against Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. Strap yourselves in, because this one should be a thrilling ride. This is how both of the pairs made it. Hingis and Mirza winning in straight sets against the Chan sisters in their semi-final. Muguruza and Suarez Navarro had to save a couple of set points against Sredetska and Plavachkova, but once they did that, they never looked back, and they meet the top seeds in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our finalists from Spain, Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. From Switzerland, Martina Hingis, and from India, Mirza.
Well, the slogan as they walk through those doors says, "On top of the world," and that is what Mirza and Hingis have been for the last few months. And they've continued that here in Singapore. This one should be a fantastic final. These two simply on a roll. Pinocchio's in the commentary box, and I've been fortunate to be joined all week by a WTA legend, former doubles world number 8, Katrina Adams. Katrina, what are your thoughts on this one?
Oh my gosh, this is what it's all about. They've been playing all year for this moment, and what a thrilling matchup this will be with the world number ones against the dynamic duo from Spain.
Big ask, isn't it, though, for Muguruza and Suarez Navarro? They're on a huge winning run. Hingis and Mirza, they've won 17 matches in a row. Is there anything they can do to stop that run?
Well, I mean, they're playing with so much confidence. They're just happy to be here, and to be out here today against these two players, Mirza and Hingis, who have just been on fire. They have variety in their game, and I'm hoping to see a little bit more of that, and perhaps take Hingis and Mirza out of their rhythm.
Just got so many winning runs going together, Hingis and Mirza, both here at the WTA finals. But as you say, Kat, these two players have been a dynamic duo throughout the week, haven't they? There's such a nice balance with the power of Muguruza and her big hitting from the back of the court to go with the court craft of Suarez Navarro. Such an intelligent player out there. They lost their first match this week.
Point introduction, right?
As we see Martina Navratilova there. She will join us in the booth later on. She is someone who certainly knows about winning streaks as well. Played in the final 11 times in the doubles here in the WTA finals and won every one of them. She will be in the booth later on. Let's listen into the court toss.
Ladies, welcome. It's all the same like the whole week. TV changeovers, stay seated till announced time. Hawkeye news, all the same. If you need anything, something's wrong, let me know. Questions? Girls, heads, tails.
WTA or WTA? Oh!
It's all right, that's all right. Girls, your choice. Serve?
Yes.
Yeah. No, you keep it.
So it was Martina Hingis and Mirza who win the toss. And they elect to serve straight away. What a group of 5 that is there. All together having a photo. That's Hingis, Mirza, Navratilova, Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. 14th in the world on the doubles ranking. Did achieve a career high ranking of 10th this year in February. She's got 5 doubles titles to her name, 2 of them coming away from playing with Suarez Navarro at Hobart in 2013 with Torren Floor, and also won in Marrakesh in 2014 with a Prandi. So she's in almost a strange situation because she's 5 years younger than Suarez Navarro, but has won a few more doubles matches than her teammate. Suarez Navarro is such an intelligent player, such a mature character on the court, never seems to get too high or too low. Currently ranked at 19th in the world on the doubles court. Achieved a career high ranking of 11th this year in April 2015 on the doubles court. Also achieved a career high singles ranking did Suarez Navarro this year, going to world number 8, which is currently ranked 12th in the world in the singles bracket. He just missed out on qualifying for the WTA finals in singles too. And this is what they've achieved so far in 2015. I say so far because they can, of course, win a 3rd title today. They have 2 titles to their name this year, one in Birmingham and Tokyo. They also reached the final in a couple of big events as well in Madrid and Dubai. It's spectacular to be here, I have to say. And this is how Suarez Navarro and Muguruza made it through to the final. They lost their first match against Matic Sands and Safarova. It was a really high-quality match, though. Didn't do too much wrong in it. But they bounced back with a win against Garcia and Srebotnik. And they had a terrific performance against the Chan sisters, which was enough to get them through to the semis, where they started a little slow against Sredetska and Slavachkova, went to break down early on, had to save a couple of set points in that first set. But once they did that, they didn't look back. They seemed to relax and just enjoy themselves. And you feel if they can perform like they did in that second set, they can maybe ask a lot of questions of the world #1s today. Martina Hingis, what is there left to say about her? 35 years of age, currently ranked 2nd in the world in doubles, but she's a former world #1 in both forms of the game. She is on a stunning run here at the WTA finals, where she's won 10 matches in a row, because she won here in 2000 and in 1999, both times with Anna Kournikova, looking to win it for the first time today with Sania Mirza. She's won 49 doubles titles. This would be some way to get a 50th. And here is her very talented partner, 28-year-old Sania Mirza, the first ever Indian to achieve the world #1 ranking in doubles. She did that this year. She's also won a whole heap of doubles titles, 31 in total. 3 mixed doubles Grand Slam titles as well. There's someone who hits a very big ball from the back of the court. We've talked about her all week in terms of how huge her forehand is, but she's also very adept at the net as well. And what a run they have been on. When you consider that they only started in April at Indian Wells, that was their first tournament they played together. They have just won so many matches in so many tournaments. 8 tournaments in total, including 2 Grand Slams at Wimbledon and the US Open. They've won 4 tournaments in a row coming into this one. The US Open, Guangzhou, Wuhan and Beijing. They're on a 17-match winning run together. 4 of those match wins have come here in Singapore. Defeated Cox, Jones and Spears in their first match. They had to come from 4-1 down against Sredetska and Slavachkova in their second match, but they were still able to keep that run of yet to drop a set going. They were impeccable against Babos and Mladenovic, although they were pushed hard by the Hungarian-French duo. And then they were coolness personified in the semi-finals. A lot of pressure on them being the top seeds here, but they dealt with that pressure and threw in a lot of lobs and a lot of creativity to win in straight sets against the Chinese Taipei pair. And this is their first meeting. We've seen them, well, we've heard Hingis talk at the end of the match of that semi-final, say how she works out how to beat players, and they tend to do a bit of studying before they take to the court. And they are yet to meet. Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, maybe that will give them a slight advantage, or at least more of an advantage against the likes of Hingis. So here is our chair umpire, Mirza Shajak. She'll look after this one, very experienced umpire.
1 minute.
The best of the best, I've said, all week, in terms of everyone here at this tournament.
Thanks, guys.
Kat, you've been lucky enough to be chatting to a couple of the players. What have been their thoughts before this one?
Yeah, I've been fortunate all week to have the ear of all the players, and today was no different. I spoke to Carlos Suarez Navarro before the match. He said, you know what, we've never played them, so we'll just have to figure it out. Mirza has a strong forehand, and Hingis is very active at the net, but maybe we'll play more topspin and more lobs, but it will be quite difficult, but we'll do our best and have fun. And I also had a chance to speak with Sonia Mirza. She said, you know what, it's our first time playing them, so we'll take a few games to figure out what we need to do. We watched them play yesterday, but because they played a team that plays differently than us, we didn't really learn anything special. So our focus is to go out and play smart, play aggressive, and keep doing what we've done all year long.
That's fascinating stuff to hear. The fact that they say that they didn't find anything in that one, is that a bit of trickery from Mirza? Or is he telling the truth out there and saying, yeah, look, we don't know actually what we're going to get from Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. We saw them against the Chan sisters where they went out with a game plan. She said to you about hitting a lot of lobs, and they did just that. And they were really impressive in that semi-finals victory.
No, absolutely. But when you're playing a team like Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, for them, they watched the match yesterday. Plavachkova and Prodeska do not play like Hingis and Mirza, so they didn't see anything different as far as tactics that they think they can come out and take advantage of today.
You okay? Yeah.
And this is the group they're going to join as past champions. Of course, Sonia Mirza won it last year, so she's looking to maintain the title, won it with Cara Black. And, as you can see there's some incredible doubles teams there, the likes of Hoover and Raymond. And we'll also be joined by Martina Navratilova later on in the commentary box.
You stay there till I announce time, all right? On changeovers.
So here we go then, it's the showpiece event here at the WTA Finals in Singapore. Martina Hingis and Sonia Mirza against Garbiñe Muguruza and Carla Suarez Navarro. And here is a look at how they got to the final. Hingis and Mirza with that exceptional performance against the Chan sisters, winning in straight sets, playing with great variety. And then Muguruza and Suarez Navarro also getting through, had to save set points in the first set in their semi-final against Radetska and Plavachkova. And having saved those set points, they didn't look back, winning the second set, 6 love. And they should be feeling mightily confident out there. But they are up against a team who are on a 17-match winning run. Should be absolutely fascinating and thoroughly enjoyable. And it'll be Mirza to get this final underway. Important for the Spanish duo to start well here, Kat, yeah?
No, absolutely. I mean, right now they're receiving, so they'll be able to take a few cuts at the ball, try to get some of the jitters out of the way. Mirza has been serving well all week long, and we've seen how active Hingis has been at the net. Like no other, she starts in I formation.
That's
to the net from Hingis. I've got to say, I'm excited to see the duel at the back of the court between the Hingis forehand and the Muguruza backhand.
Yeah, but when you look at Suarez Navarro and Muguruza, they are established doubles team, but they're great singles players. So they're really able to drive the ball, maneuver it around the court, and pick their spots at will.
14.
Challenging for Mirza and Hingis. But that's why you're going to see a lot of movement from that side of the court, so that Suarez Navarro and Muguruza don't just pick their targets and zone in on them.
Exceptional start. 3 first serves in the game from Mirza. And she finishes off the game with a first ace. She's been serving well all week, particularly down the tee.
She has. That's been her bread and butter serve, her go-to serve. And these two, they've been in major positions all year long, big match positions. So they know what the nerves are like to come out here. They know this stage. They know the atmosphere. I feel it's a little more pressure on Muguruza and Suarez and Navarro, but they have nothing to lose because they didn't expect to be here.
Yeah, very much. They snuck in to this competition. They are the 8th seeds here. But boy, haven't they made their presence felt.
Muguruza to set. Love 15.
Working out of the blocks so far, Mirza and Hingis.
Well, that was actually a backhand from Mirza, so she's letting them know, hey, it doesn't matter which side you come to me. I know my forehand's my weapon, but I can pull that backhand down the line with ease.
Hingis getting forward, but nice hand skills at the net to react to that situation from Suarez Navarro.
15.
We talked a bit about what Hingis and Mirza will do tactically. After this point, I'm going to ask you the other way around.
When you look at Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, she's got pretty good hands at the net. She has a nice touch, but she can come up with a power shot. I think she really wants to get more involved at the net, not allow the baseline rallies just to go cross court. Muguruza will be happy to stand back there and knock the cover off the ball. But it's Hingis. You're going to see her constantly creeping and moving forward in the net and leaving Mirza on the baseline.
You have to feel Hingis and Mirza are returning exceptionally well. They're doing a good job.
14.
2 points in a row. They're just getting the ball over the head of Suarez Navarro, keeping Muguruza at the back of the court.
Yeah, it was the net court, but I also feel that Mirza in particular will be targeting Suarez Navarro at the net. She doesn't want to get in too many long rallies cross court with Muguruza either.
So we're going to break points here for the top seeds.
Game, Hingis
to the forehand side of Mirza, which was a little surprising, and she just said, thank you very much. Well, we gave it the big build-up in terms of saying Hingis and Mirza being the big favourites for this one, and they have started exceptionally well. They break early on and lead by 2 games to love.
Martina, Hingis
Here are the Grand Slam doubles champions from the Grand Slams this year. Matic Sands and Safarova winning the first 2. Mirza and Hingis winning the next 2 at Wimbledon and the US Open.
15 love.
Nice body serve from Hingis to start. Trying to make sure that Suarez doesn't get a good rip on that forehand in particular. Yeah, I don't think Hingis really wants to absorb the power from the Muguruza ground strokes. Surprised she didn't try to work her way in earlier. She did hit the topspin lob. She's been coming in behind that all week over the net player when possible.
That's a superb return. I have to say, it's interesting after the last point as well. Of course, you've got Hingis and Mirza, who are world-renowned players, loved everywhere they go. But Muguruza's won a lot of fans this week with her performances in the singles court as well as on the doubles court. And the fans love an underdog as well.
I've been impressed with Muguruza's endurance all week long. She's played some long singles matches, come out and played doubles matches the following day. Yesterday, she played 2 matches. But she's just full of energy and very lighthearted, and you just never know what her emotions are.
Super serve cutting in to that backhand side of Suarez Navarro.
40-30.
Hingis doesn't have a lot of power on her serve, but places it extremely well.
Tennis from the Spaniards.
Nicely done. Great recognition from Muguruza when Mirza got herself out of position. Muguruza moved forward to be more aggressive and then followed it up to the net.
Again, going into the same place as the previous serve.
Advantage.
On that side for Hingis.
Suarez has hit some big backhands all week. That one's still jamming her just enough. Suarez Navarro got involved in there early, wasn't able to put it away. Everyone's so alert. Great coverage from Muguruza. Hingis just making the error in the end. She'd like to have that one back. Surprised Hingis hasn't worked her way to the net in this service game.
Right. Second serve.
Oh,
Advantage,
wow.
Hingis.
Went for it. And it paid off. I think Suarez Navarro was expecting it down the tee.
No, it's sneaky and it's very smart from Hingis because Suarez Navarro looks to run around the backhand.
Wait a second there, Kat. Were you just saying Hingis played smart tennis?
Oh, well, I mean, that goes with Hingis. It's synonymous, right? But when you're playing a team that you've never played before, you know, for her to know the tendencies, that's important.
Yes.
These teams communicate often. It's Hingis's, or I'm sorry, it's Mirza's job on occasion to let Hingis know, hey, she's cheating, she's moving to her left. Second serve, the wide serve is open. Wow.
Advantage, Muguruza.
Well, she's missed a couple of those backhand returns, but absolutely nailed that one.
Yeah, good extension on that one. Suarez Navarro likes to hit that off shot when she's moving. If it comes to her body, she's more likely to pull it up the line. Perfect placement.
Great hand skills at the net from Mirza. And they're able to save that break point.
You know, Mirza does move often in the rallies, but she hasn't had a reason to move so far in this match. And Muguruza, knowing what she's done all week, anticipated a little more action. There she goes. She loves to move over for the forehand volley on the cross. Reluctant to be so aggressive.
Advantage,
Move across and hit a
Hingis.
backhand volley. And look at Wimbledon chairman Phil Brook and his wife Jill. And here, racket out in front. Great anticipation.
Couldn't quite make the volley. And Hingis is able to hold and consolidate the break. Coming up after the break, we'll have Martina Navratilova in the box.
Hingis, Mirza,
Hingis, Mirza.
3 games to love.
And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go full flying, but I tried to like kind of go behind her first.
You felt like Martina.
Yes, I had time. I was like, I saw her. I'm like, I was waiting for her to move. I was like, come on, move, move, move.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you.
Of course, Hingis and Mirza, favourites for this one. All the expectation on them, and someone who knows all about pressure and dealing with it in the WTA finals. Someone who's won this 11 times in the doubles finals, Martina Navratilova. How do you deal with that pressure?
Well, it happened over time, and so you kind of get used to it. You know, it's very much of a stepladder career for me. I didn't become an overnight sensation, and then you just don't know any other way to play. And I love playing doubles, so you know, for me it was a no-brainer. I think there was only maybe 3 times in my life that I didn't play doubles while I played singles. Just loved it. It's too much fun. But it was much different doubles back then. Everybody was serving volleying. Even Chris Everett was serving volleying in doubles. Most serves, all first serves. It's so different now. Hardly anybody serves in volleys. And the points are much longer, much more physical. Even though you may not hit a ball, you have to keep moving.
Great court coverage for Muguruza. Get your spot on Martina. Even yesterday after the semi-finals, Hingis said she was feeling a little tired. The amount of movement that she has to do at the net.
Yeah, when I was playing, you know, 10 years ago, sometimes there would be a rally. I never hit the ball and I was exhausted because you end up doing more running without the ball, and there's that anticipation that never comes, so you can never release it.
Good hands there from Hingis, always alert at the net.
15-30.
You've been impressed with what you've seen so far from the top seeds.
They just played so well all week, just really solid, and you know, they know each other so well. That's all they practice. They're fresh. They're not playing singles, so there's no doubt about where the commitment is, and it makes life a lot easier. And of course, both very, very good, not just hitting the ball, but knowing where to hit it and where to be, which is such a huge part of doubles.
What do you like about their game from Hingis and Mirza?
Just the way they complement each other. They're such a contrasting style. With, of course, Martina running to the net every chance she has, and Sanya setting up the shots from the points from the baseline. It's got the power, and then Martina comes in and cleans up at the net, or hitting the drop shots, the lobs. Just really complement one another really well. Happened on that court. Everything is going the way of the #1 seeds here.
Yeah, I've been impressed also, though, with Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, just with their ability on the court and their alertness to want to get involved at the net as well.
Yes. I'd say they're more evenly matched, actually, at the net and the baseline. Both play singles. One's much bigger than the other, but they're more interchangeable parts with the two of them, whereas with Sanya, it's definitely, she's more on the baseline and Hingis is much more at the net.
Again,
absolutely, she's got all the shots. She'd rather hit downstrokes than volleys, but when she's moving to the ball,
Hingis
if it's on her terms,
4 games.
she's as good a volley as anybody.
They have really rocketed out of the blocks here.
Yep.
Broken twice now. Another healthy 4-love lead in this first set. Of course, Mirza won the final last year, and it was a comfortable win as well on that occasion.
15.
With her partner Cara Black. So we take a look at Imran, her father. Defeated Sayan Peng in the final, 6-1, 6-love.
This is a perfect court for them. Perfect speed, you know, so Sanya can set up for her shots, but bouncing low, so Hingis can hit the drop shots, drop volleys.
I spoke to both teams before the match today and asked them what they thought they needed to do. And in a nutshell, they both said, we've never played each other
15.
before. We'll have to go out there and get a feel for it in the first few games and figure it out. How did you approach teams, you and Pam in particular?
Well, we had a pretty set pattern that we played. So maybe with some people, it was just a matter of where we wanted to serve more and when we wanted to cross, but we were still both serving volleying. And there wasn't that much variety as to what we were doing because the other guys had to figure out something special.
30.
So we were the #1 team in the world, so the other guys had to come up with the goods. We just played our game. And then if they start beating us with it, then we had to maybe do something else.
That's important for players at home that are always trying to think they have to do something different. When you're good, you need to rely on what your strengths are and take it to the court and believe in it.
Exactly. Like that. That was a good positive return from Muguruza, even though she missed it. And this format, as tired as Garbiñe is, and when I did the coin flip, I said, "Oh, you see, 2 more hours and you're done. Vacation." She says, "Yes." And you know, even if they get blown out here in the first set, with this format, you just have to play 1 good set and then tie break. So in a normal 2 out of 3 set match, you'll be, "Oh yeah, we have to win 2 more sets," you know, and then you may just give in mentally. But you're always in a match with this format.
Wow. Yes,
that was Garbiñe's ball, but so much power that Mirza generates.
It's a bullet from Mirza. And they extend their lead again.
Mirza lead.
5-love first set.
5 games to.
WTA-finals.com/survey and let us know what you think. Every completed survey will go into the draw for one of 10 WTA Finals goodie bags.
Mirza and Hingis on a winning streak, and Martina, you know all about winning streaks, of course, with Pam Shriver. Did you still feel the nerves when you got into finals, even when you won that?
Oh, absolutely. When you feel your nerves, it means that you care, that you care what happens. That's how you handle it that matters. And again, we had the confidence behind us that we developed over the years of winning, and you know, we didn't have to, again, didn't feel like we had to play anything special. But when you get those Grand Slam finals, to the finals of the WTA finals, those are special matches. So you get up for that more, you get nervous more, but then hopefully you play better because of that.
Muguruza and Suarez have only won 3 points on serve.
Love 50.
A dominant returning performance from both Hingis and Mirza.
Not only that, but Mirza, Hingis are much more comfortable volleying. These guys are great singles players, but it's showing the weakness of the doubles volley is showing up here. Unless you play doubles on a regular basis, in singles, the volleys that you get, usually the swinging volleys. They're not the normal punch volley or even a setup volley coming in.
See if Mirza goes back as far as Navarro. She's hit the last 4 returns her way for the 2 games. There she goes. And Suarez Navarro, she handled it pretty well.
It's all offense for Mirza Hingis. And you see Suarez Navarro backing up. Actually, she's holding her ground pretty well there, but it's awkward shot getting that right hip where you don't know if you should have forehand volley, backhand volley.
Opportunity that Mirza has had, she's hit the ball right at Suarez.
15, 14.
Oh, I thought that Martina and Sonia would win this match, but I did not see a blowout like this. They're just dominating, so confident. really haven't missed anything. And the Spaniards are totally intimidated now with the pace.
2 set points. Hingis and Mirza take a quite stunning first set by 6 games to love.
A ver, solo podemos ir a mejor, ¿vale? Pero tenemos que hacer 2-3 cositas diferentes. No podemos seguir igual. Cuando las dos estén en el fondo, Mirza no tiene que tocar ni una sola bola. Y ya toca demasiadas. Es igual si hay un globo, volvemos a repetir con Hingis. Tanto Carla como tú, Garbiñe, sois superiores jugando con Mirza, con Hingis de fondo. ¿Vale? Con Mirza, Garbiñe, para incomodarla, o somos más agresivos de derecha o buscamos un globo a Hingis y la movemos. De revés, toma riesgo, igual que de saque. Tenéis que cambiar la dinámica. Sí, sacar sí que puede sacar más fuerte, ¿vale? Y no es un tema tampoco de que la revientes la bola, es un tema de que juegues unas cuantas con agresividad con Mirza. Puedes jugar perfectamente de tú a tú, ¿vale? No, cuando estás restando de revés sí que estás jugando a veces, no es lo que pasa más a menudo, pero cuando pasa, o sea, la tenemos que incomodar como sea. ¿Vale? Tenemos que estar atentas. Ella sabe que os va a jugar encima vuestro en la volea. ¿Vale? Pues, bueno, o sea, solo hay una opción. O cambiamos esto o será más de lo mismo. Excepto que se vayan del partido, ¿no? ¿Vale? Pues, lo podéis hacer, pero tenemos que cambiar cositas. ¿Vale? Nos tenemos que atrever a tirar de derecha, a tirar globos, a buscar a ver si tenemos más protagonismo, más iniciativa. Ok, y sobre todo, Mirza no tiene que tocar una bola de fondo cuando están las dos en el fondo. ¿Vale? Venga, que esto va a cambiar, ¿eh?
Well, understandably there, Mark Casabo coming out onto the court just to speak to Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. Any idea what he would have been saying?
Well, I would think that he would tell
Mirza to serve.
Perhaps to either stand back on the baseline when Muguruza is serving, or do the I formation, or just stand over on the other side of the court.
So much fun
everything
to
is falling Mirza and Hingis' way. I mean, they've gotten all the net cores, they're getting all the reflex volleys back. I mean, they're nailing their return. So for the Spaniards, they do need to try to come up with something different, and more so on their service games, they need to be more creative and try to take advantage of the Hingis' serve.
Throw in some more lobs on the return of serve, and just give them some different looks. Even if it doesn't work, just to break up the rhythm. You can do it positionally, not just with how you're hitting, but where you're standing.
Yeah, the worrying thing for them as well, they didn't win too many points in that opening set. Only one juice game. Really were blown away. Second double fault for Team Hingis and Mirza.
28 points to 11 that first set. That's a slaughter.
Then that serve down the tee from Mirza doing the job. Setting the point up for Hingis.
30-15.
Here we go then, the stats behind the first serve. 11 from 15 they've been winning, Hingis and Mirza. That's just how well they've been returning. Only won 3 from 11, the Spaniards.
40-15.
That's the right idea. You gotta make them play. It's like they're trying to hit the right shot, but they don't have much conviction behind it. They're just uncertain of what to do.
Better
what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, better hit the wrong shot convincingly and then the right shot without conviction. So either you don't hit it hard enough or you end up missing it.
Hingis,
finally got
Mirza.
into the rally.
Certainly
Things
better
going
point.
their way.
Yeah, again, missing by an inch. Suarez Navarro.
Muguruza challenge the call on the right baseline.
They have challenged, so maybe they didn't miss by an inch. We'll soon find out.
It's interesting that Mirza and Hingis went back towards the baseline, and that's why. If they thought it was out, they would have kept going to the changeover.
Replay the points. 40-15.
Martina said to Sanya, see, I told you it was in. No harm done, but the Spaniards were in a good position there at the net. But at least they get a chance to play the point over again. That Hawkeye system, I wish we had it, Kat.
Oh, I know, right?
You still wouldn't have any gray hairs if we had the Hawkeye back
No,
then.
I'd still have the gray hairs.
Still have the gray hairs.
Oh, nice overhead from Muguruza. Very strong at the net, Muguruza is, and I think she can only get better throughout her career. She's still young, not afraid to hit her volleys.
It's scary that, but she can only get better. Already a pretty mean player.
Can you pick up the ball, please?
I was going to mention earlier, when you look at Mirza and Hingis, they're constantly doing something different. I formation, conventional.
Showing her creativity and power. Have you been impressed with what you've seen from her this year?
Oh, fantastic stuff.
Yes.
I mean, really meteoric rise. Starting at Wimbledon, really, that's where, and then a fantastic fall. I think Sam Sumik has been telling her to be more aggressive, and she's responding to it and doing it very well. She's a big girl there at the net. It's hard to get the ball past her. A good feel for the ball, moves to the ball. And as Katrina said, she can only improve. Smart play.
Beautiful. There's that top spin. Impressive shot from Suarez Navarro, just dropping in.
Advantage.
Sabo looking on, coach of Suarez Navarro. But what I look at with Muguruza at the net, she's not just a statue. She's moving. She's trying to get involved. She's on her toes. She may make the wrong move here and there, but it's okay because she'll learn from that.
Let's first.
Now when they play the I formation, usually Hingis goes to her left because Mirza wants to be hitting the forehand there from the deuce court. But on occasion, they mix it up, so the opponents really don't have a great idea what to do.
Chance of the second serve on a break point. They haven't had too many chances, the Spaniards.
Yes.
And that forehand from Mirza is lethal. She can pull it cross court, down the line, throw in the top spin lob. You just don't know what to expect. She has such a live arm.
She
doesn't use her legs a lot in her forehand, Martina. It's really all upper body and the arm and racket hit speed that she generates. It's impressive.
That's like a slingshot, what do you call it, a whip. You know, it's everything goes, accelerates, and she lets the hand go really well. Slaps the ball. Most people on the forehand, they whip the wrist up.
Advantage.
She smacks it against the ball. Steffi Graf had that on her forehand too.
Yes.
That's where she got that extra pace. You know, completely different technique, but a slap with the wrist against the ball, and that's why Sanya Mirza gets so much pace on that forehand. She does it so well.
I'll have to find out if she and Leander Paes actually trained in the same place, because he has that same whip on his forehand. You've played some mixed doubles with him.
Yep.
Out game.
Out for sure.
Hingis Mirza.
This time they're not going to challenge. It was a better game for the Spaniards, but again they find themselves losing it. It's a 7th straight game for the top seeds.
First game
of the second set, having won 6 straight in the first. And he's going to get a little confused and sitting down. Yeah. And Here's a look at the first set summary. Martina, do you want to talk us through this one?
Well, Suarez Navarro getting all those first serves in, but winning about a quarter of the points. Just never really had any chances. They got to deuce once on Hingis' serve. They never even got to deuce on their own serve. You see the numbers, 13 winners, 4 unforced. I just need to find a way to get into the points, and then they can put some doubt into the Mirza Hingis camp. But right now, everything's going the wrong way for the Spaniards.
Either cover your line or play I formation right here,
That's
Martina.
not going to cut it.
First return from Mirza against the Muguruza serve that actually went cross-court. Suarez Navarro finally gets an easy smash, pulls it straight down, and that's just the pressure, thinking that you have to do something amazing.
Drop shot volley from Suarez Navarro, but she just looks very uncertain of herself. Garbina is still hitting out. Usually Suarez Navarro moves more around the net, but she's just totally intimidated by the pace coming at her from Mirza. She's playing defense when she should be playing offense through no fault of her own.
Didn't miss it by much.
No, it's there every time.
30.
And I think, too, when you're the net person, that split step should be forward to the net. If you watch Suarez Navarro, her split step is actually backwards.
Which
and
is a
takes
problem.
her out of position.
Yeah, when somebody's hitting the ball that hard, even if you get your racket on it, it's got nothing on it. You're lucky if you get the ball back, but it will have no pace.
Fine example there. Mirza holding her ground and still moving forward with the ball.
You're going to have the weight of the body behind the ball. If the
30.
momentum's going backwards, the arm can't hold it. On the other hand, you saw how solid that volley was, and that was a hard-hit ball, but it came back with interest.
First serve returns in play, 100% from Mirza and Hingis. That's just unthinkable.
That is unthinkable. And the serves that are coming at them are not that easy. They're not just sitting in the middle of the box.
Touch.
That ball did not come off of Hingis' racket as fast as Suarez Navarro thought it would. She still almost got a chance of chasing it down. She's like, oh, wait. We saw an instance like that yesterday, same situation, and she was able to actually get the ball back.
Yeah, she did a little forehand short cross down the line.
Yeah.
Just kept her eye on the ball. First she was running for her life, and then she ended up hitting a good shot. You never know what's going to come off your opponent's racket.
Suarez Navarro just missing a few volleys at the net, not looking that confident.
Hingis, Mirza lead.
Thanks very much, Martina, for everything today.
You.
Good luck with the trophy presentation.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go actually watch courtside, and then I'll be giving the trophy away. So see you guys later. Thank you for having me.
It's fun.
Unforced errors. Twice as much for the Spaniards. I think it's a Mirza. Just delightful tennis.
They can't miss right now, Pete. I mean, they are on fire. Everything that touches their racket is golden.
15.
It's just one of those matches. I know it's one-sided, but it's just wonderful to watch this type of tennis being played.
This is one of the most impressive performances that I've seen from any team in quite some time. Definitely the best of the best here this week in Singapore. But I've seen a lot of doubles matches in my career. I've played a lot. And to watch this performance from Mirza and Hingis today, it's just magical.
15.
Yeah, really are blessed to be here. It'll help Suarez Navarro's confidence a little. That's all.
15-13.
Suarez Navarro was moving forward on that return, able to redirect it down the line. This is the closest they've been to winning a game.
Almost. They've had a couple of break points.
On the Hingis serve, though.
Yeah, they had a break point in the Hingis serve in the first set.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
$15-14.
Another winner from the Spaniards.
Just feel like they can get on the scoreboard. Who knows? Momentum can change in tennis. Conchita Martinez in their box there. Fed Cup captain for the Spaniards. And I'm pretty happy with this shot from Muguruza. Wasn't much space, yet still found it.
Well, again, it's only one break of serve here in the second set. And as Martina said, if they split sets, it's a match tiebreak, so it's anybody's match still
14.
At this point. It's important for the Spaniards to stay in this, keep fighting.
Hingis Mirza showed a call on the right baseline of all small outs.
Yeah, don't look too confident, Hingis and Mirza. They are walking to the change of ends. And it was out the back. So there you go, Muguruza and Suarez on the scoreboard. And listen to the roar from the fans here. No, they get the break back. Although it's Hingis and Mirza who lead 2 games to 1.
Hingis Mirza lead 2 games to 1.
Singapore Sports Hub, the National Stadium on the left. It's a beautifully designed National Stadium. There's plenty here at the Singapore Sports Hub. There's water sports as well. Something for everyone.
Thank you.
Our focus has been all week here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium.
Time.
A terrific atmosphere. They really have done a fabulous job. Now here's a statistic for you from Sania Mirza in WTA finals.
Hingis Mirza
this is a second
WTA
final, of course. She won the first one 6-love, 6-1. So in 21 games before that last game, she dropped just the 1 game in her 2 WTA finals so far. But she has now dropped 2 because Suarez Navarro and Muguruza are on the board. Not a bad record, that though.
That's an impressive record right there. A lot of confidence out there on the court. Very sure of herself, her abilities.
Just overcooking the lob. She's had a lot of success with it this week, Mirza.
15.
Huge game, though, for Suarez Navarro to try to hold serve here. Oh, just long.
Seen a couple of net cords go the way of Hingis and Mirza, and even when the Spaniards get a net cord, it ends up going out. Still, though, just don't seem to be missing a return, Mirza and Hingis. Just no cheap points for the Spaniards whatsoever. I like this from Muguruza, little dummy here. Little dummy. Hingis bought it, just didn't quite do enough with the volley.
Yeah, completely out of position.
That's where Mirza and Hingis work well again. Mirza covering across the court because Hingis went down the line. 2 more break points for the top seeds.
Touch game. Hingis Mirza.
And at the moment, they look almost like
Hingis Mirza
rabbits in the headlights
3 games
just because
to
of
1.
the tennis that Hingis and Mirza are producing. It is relentless. And they lead by 3 games to 1 in the second set. Not only is there pressure on Mirza in terms of being the top seeds here, but of course, from India, huge country.
No, I mean, she's handled the pressure so well. I mean, she just really worked extremely hard, very professional. Very motivated to be the best. Great support system around her. And then to be able to team up with Martina Hingis this year and to form the team that they have has just been incredible. So her father, Imran, looks on. He's also her coach. They can do no wrong.
You took the words out of my mouth.
They can do no wrong. And you got smiles from both of them because these are the moments on the court as a player that you just love. The reflexes, the great gets, the power, the precision.
I know it's not an ideal position to be in as a commentator, but I'm almost speechless by what I'm watching.
Yeah, no, it's really a joy. Look at that.
So it's number 3.
Hingis Mirza.
The runaway train continues. Hingis and Mirza again consolidate the break.
Mirza
And lead by 4 games to 1
to 1.
second set.
That point was incredible. Like recognizing too. I was like asleep a second. And I'm like,
I'm just covering you, so like hoping that you don't touch it before.
covering my line, but it's like difficult to cover.
She wasn't really initially looking at you, so
yeah, and she's like, she doesn't know. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't want to play me, so
she went even slow half there. I haven't been there. I was right behind you.
Absolutely packed here on finals day for the doubles. I'm sure every single person who's come through the doors here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium is absolutely delighted that they turned up for this doubles match, because it has been scintillating tennis from Hingis and Mirza, and they've really been involved in it as well, haven't they, the crowd?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how could they not enjoy the magic that we are witnessing on the court? Great power, precision, quickness, athleticism. We've seen it all here today.
Let's first serve. Love it.
Really? So in the last service game from Muguruza, Mirza actually hit her returns cross court for the first time in the match, and now she's gone back to her old ways, hitting winners down the line.
Has to be that good right now just to win a point. Muguruza in the first ace. That is the first unreturned serve.
But if they get their racket on it.
I think it's the closest I've seen to perfection on a court, even in singles or doubles.
I think you may be absolutely right, Pete. I've been sitting here racking my brain trying to figure out the last time I saw such greatness on the court.
I mean, again, okay, the Spaniards won that point, but had to hit that extra ball still. Hingis getting everything back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has truly been a clinic so far today from Hingis and Mirza. The Spaniards just trying to find a way to win just 1 point. Feeling
13, 14.
I mean, it's an amazing feeling to have that everything that touches your racket is golden. And they've had some impressive wins and performances this year, but this has to be at the top of their list.
Love the reaction from Hingis there as well, wheeling away, saying no.
Yes.
Demands perfection of herself at all times, which is why she's such a great champion.
It was like an error? What? No? Really? I missed?
Superb. Just reading the game again, Hingis, knowing when Muguruza is going cross-court or down the
Advantage,
line.
Hingis.
Well, I must say she's the very best at reading the racket, understanding the angles of where the ball should go on certain shots.
Oh.
Yes.
Just missed out. Little look from Mirza to the line judge. It was very close, the ball from the Spaniards onto the baseline. Just trying to hang on in there right now, Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. Suarez Navarro, as Martina Navratilova mentioned before, very defensive, stepping back again in that volley. You can almost understand it though with the way that they are striking the ball, both Hingis and Mirza, particularly Mirza on the return. The big ball strike that she has.
Let's see if Mirza tries to get involved. It's just point is in play. The target this time from Muguruza. Muguruza's hit a couple of nice backhands down the line.
Yes.
For winners. That one was too big for Mirza to handle.
That will give Suarez Navarro a little boost.
Advantage.
First return from the backhand side that Mirza just put on the racket of Suarez Navarro, was unable to get anything behind it to redirect it away from her.
A nice body serve from Muguruza.
Let's listen.
And again, listen to the noise here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. And as much as they've been witnessing near perfection from Hingis and Mirza, they want to see this one continue.
Hingis, Mirza lead.
And the Spaniards win just a second game under the lights at this fabulous arena.
as I mentioned earlier, it's not so much of, it's not a bad match. I mean, the Spaniards are playing well. It's just Hingis and Mirza are playing better. It's not a lot of unforced errors from the Spaniards. A lot of winners, a lot of forced errors.
Well, we even saw in the first set with the statistics, the Spaniards still hit more winners than unforced errors, yet didn't pick up a game.
Oh, really? The sky hook? Come on, Mirza.
Learned that one maybe from my husband, the cricketer.
Oh, that was incredible. That's a tough shot to hit. Takes a lot of strength and balance. Just a flick of the wrist. It's that hand whip that Martina was referring to earlier. Generates the power. Now that's an unforced error. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
30.
Middle of the rally.
Cheap point. That's been the thing. It's just been relentless.
Backs
it up with a point like that.
Yeah, I love the fact that she was moving quickly to get forward to the net. Took that ball in the rise and came in behind it and kept moving with her feet. Racket head up. Good job from Suarez and Navarro to get the first one back. And then just carves that one for the winner.
Yeah, second serve on that occasion, a little short. Suarez Navarro doing the right thing, stepping up the court, taking it on.
40, 30.
You have to take advantage of those moments when they present themselves. They haven't seen too many of those moments. She's been serving extremely well, getting the first serve in, getting it deep.
Please.
Yes.
Got there in the end. Still showing some fight, like it. Excellent movement yet again from Mirza at the net.
Advantage, Hingis.
And that's helping her partner out. Let me take some pressure off of my partner here. Let me get involved. See how quick that racket was out in front. Racket led her to the ball. Nicely done. Beautiful.
Game, Hingis Mirza.
Big game to win, really. And it was Muguruza and Suarez who won the previous one. Momentum could have shifted there. It was a juice game. But as ever, Hingis and Mirza come through it, and they lead by 5 games to 2, second set.
¿Quieres comentar algo? A ver, el partido lo habéis cambiado un poquito, pero falta algo más de convicción en lo que estáis haciendo, ¿vale? Ellas ya no están jugando tan cómodas. Hingis ya no está jugando arriba con tanta facilidad, ¿vale? Mirza sí que es verdad que está tirando bien, pero bueno, el camino lo habéis encontrado. Ahora es hacerlo de una forma más convencida, más agresiva, ¿vale? Hemos tenido ahí un juice para ir a lo mejor el 4-3, ¿vale? Garbiñe. Ok, después nada, o sea, seguir igual. Lo que sí que creo que tendría que haber un poco más de variedad, ¿vale? Un poco más, sí, aún falta un poquito. Aún hay situaciones de juego donde ellas aún siguen jugando bastante cómodas, ¿vale? Después no tenemos nada que perder, Carla, Garbiñe, no tenemos absolutamente nada que perder, ya está, o sea, ¿vale? Vamos a soltarnos, vamos a probar aquello que hacemos poco pero que sabemos hacer, ¿vale? No tenemos nada que perder. Venga, es un break, ¿eh?
Casava just coming onto the court there, speaking with the Spaniards. Probably just trying to install a bit of belief still that they can make the comeback here.
Well, the last thing he said when he went back on court says, hey, it's just one break. So let's hold serve, let's try to get the break, and we're right back in it. So a lot of words of wisdom.
As the crowd really get excited here. It's been a magnificent performance so far from Hingis and Mirza. Can they finish it off?
Thank you.
Suarez Navarro serving to stay in the match at 2-5.
Incredible kick from Suarez Navarro, but yet again, not enough. Mirza threading the needle on that swing volley.
Yeah, doing a great job here of staying alert, both Mirza and Hingis. Not thinking the point's done.
La 30.
Still haven't missed a return where they've got a racket on the ball off the first serve.
Yeah, no, that's been one of the most impressive stats that I've seen. I mean, the serves from Suarez Navarro and Muguruza are not easy. I mean, they're hitting the corners, they're jamming them in the body. They've got every single one of them back in play.
It's Hingis' turn with that swing, smash type volley. And after just an hour of tennis that has been sublime tennis from start to finish, Hingis and Mirza have 3 championship points.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Nearly.
I mean, what a game from Hingis to be able to control that back.
Baseline of all spots.
Wow.
There's that smile that we've seen all week. Should be smiling even more if this has caught the line. Hasn't, no.
All stands.
It's okay though, still got 2 more championship points.
Muguruza. 30-40. Hingis, Mirza have 1 challenge remaining.
Oh, yeah. That's still alive. Just one break.
3 championship points saved in a row. And with some quite awesome tennis.
Good control from Suarez Navarro. Hingis unable to do enough with that, but it opened up the court for Suarez Navarro to find that angle for the winner.
Thank you.
This would be one of the biggest turnarounds of all time. If they were to come back from this position. They get themselves to game point.
Was that a missed return?
I think it was.
Advantage, Suarez Navarro.
Suarez Navarro finding the backhand.
Game.
So for the first time in the match, one of the Spaniards is able to hold serve. And listen to the noise. Still alive.
5 straight points.
Hingis, Mirza lead, 5 games to 3.
Facing triple championship point against them.
Terrific character. They've shown it all year, Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, not just on the doubles court, but on the singles court too. Despite that run of points for the Spaniards, it is Mirza serving for the championship. That's where to start on the first serve.
15-11.
Frustrating thing for Muguruza and Suarez Navarro, they haven't really got close too often in the Mirza service games.
Low.
Can you get the ball on the other side? Thanks.
So back on track for Mirza and Hingis in control of the game.
down the line.
30-15.
That's a real rarity. Haven't seen too many decisions that haven't been on the money today from Mirza and Hingis. Despite what they've both achieved in the game, you can still get very nervous when serving for a championship. Whatever he said at the change of ends, Martin Savo's worked. Seen a number of luscious winners from both Muguruza and Suarez Navarro.
Great decision making from them right now on some of these returns. Great to keep them in that rally.
40-30.
Did make the right move, just maybe hesitated a little bit.
Big discussion going on for Hingis and Mirza. Remember, they had 3 championship points in the previous game. They have another one here, and this one's on the Mirza serve. In this era, arguably the greatest ever doubles performance. And they've done it in the final of the WTA finals. Hingis and Mirza, the best team throughout 2015, are the best team here in Singapore. A quite sensational performance. And they have defeated Muguruza and Suarez Navarro 6-love, 6-3 in 1 hour and 6 minutes.
He's sensational. It was. It must have been the most incredible match for them to play, but even the most amazing match for me to witness.
Mirza was looking slightly in shock at just how well they did play. Thoroughly deserved.
Oh, thoroughly deserved it was. I mean, when you look at what they've done this year when they started from start to finish, it's been absolutely amazing and an incredible performance from these ladies right here today.
Yeah, didn't drop a set throughout the entirety of this tournament. Worked it out of the blocks and just kept running. Established such a nice friendship, as well as the performance that we see time and time again on the doubles court. What a feeling it must be for the Mirza. Defending champion, of course, here. Won it with Cara Black last year. Going to thank her father and coach.
Sorry.
And Hingis continues her winning streak at the WTA finals on the doubles court as well. Of course, won in 1999 and 2000 with Anna Kournikova as they thank their team. They played a big part in their success this year. Champions, Hingis and Mirza, and how many times have people said that throughout this year? That is their 9th title, incidentally, in 2015. Let's listen to hear what they have to say.
When you think about it, it's just unbelievable the way you two of you have been playing tennis all year long and this week.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. I felt like, you know, today it was a perfect day. We regrouped a little bit from yesterday. Like the energy was a bit better already at practice, and Sania just played out of her mind today. I mean, the shot, she was hitting up the line, and just everything today. She was like on her side, behind me, everywhere, like getting everything back and playing incredible tennis today. So it's about choosing the right partner, right?
Right, it's some of the best doubles that we've seen from anyone all year long. It's been you on the baseline all year, you at the net all year. What is it about this incredible partnership that just is really working?
I think everything, you know, on court, off court, we have a lot of fun. We try and enjoy these moments together, and these are the moments we've fought all our lives for and we've practiced for, and you know, it's incredible to play in front of a packed stadium, and these are the moments that we worked all our life for, and we feel very fortunate. And I mean, together, you know, we've done some amazing things this year. It's a perfect way to, you know, end the year for us.
You're about to take home the Martina Navratilova doubles trophy. How much does that mean to you to carry on this tradition?
Well, it means a lot. She's, you know, one of the greatest players we've ever seen in our amazing sport. And, you know, for me, it's the second time here. It was great to come back and defend my title. And, yeah, it means a lot. I mean, she's here. She's one of the greatest doubles players we've ever seen. So, you know, it's amazing to play in front of her. It's an honor for us.
And last question.
She was here the whole week, and it's an inspiration. And you know, someone like her, if she tells you you're playing great doubles, and the comments she made and the great critics we get from her, so it's really nice. Some champion like her, and great personality and great human being.
Congratulations to both of you. Well done. We'll get that trophy to you in just a few moments.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
What a performance. Congratulations to Martina Hingis and Sania Mirza. They are the winners in the WTA finals this year in 2015. And here's a little look at the money. Not only will they get their hands on the Martina Navratilova doubles trophy, they'll also earn themselves $500,000 US, and it's not bad either for Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. They'll pick up $260,000 US. So much money here, as well as pride and prestige here in Singapore this year. Well, that's as close to perfection as you're probably ever going to see on the doubles court. We take a look at the statistics, 60% first serve percentage, that's the only percentage you can say. Maybe that could have been higher, but they won 74% of those first serves that they won, and their returning was just out of this world, winning a total of 62% behind the first serves of Muguruza and Suarez Navarro. And here's a look at the highlights. There were plenty of them. That was the moment that they were crowned champions, their 9th title in 2015. Mirza defending her crown from last year, and she's only lost 4 games in 2 finals, would you believe? 1-love and 1 last year. And was able to get the job done. 6-love, 6-3 this time around. And the delight on their faces. That's been a shot that we've seen throughout the year, as I say. They have been dominant from start to finish, from April to November. Hingis and Mirza are the champs.
Andrew, what an incredible week of tennis it's been, I have to say. Before we start our doubles trophy ceremony, let's take a quick moment to thank all of our partners and all the people who've worked so hard to make it such a resounding success.
I couldn't agree with you more, Kelly. What an amazing week here in Singapore. Singapore has been an incredible host. We still have lots of sightseeing to do. I hope we can sneak some in a little bit later. Let's congratulate all the athletes who participated this week, our WTA future stars from across Asia, our WTA rising stars, our WTA legends, and of course, all of our WTA singles and doubles players. How about a big round of applause, everybody?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the dignitaries participating in today's doubles trophy presentation ceremony.
Let's get down to business, Kelly. First, the tournament director, Melissa Pine.
Representing our title sponsor, BNP Paribas, the CEO of BNP Paribas Singapore and regional head of Southeast Asia, Pierre Vert. We thank BNP Paribas for the amazing contribution to this spectacular tournament.
Representing our presenting sponsor, SC Global, Chairman and CEO of SC Global Developments Private Limited, Simon Cheong. We offer our sincerest thank you to SC Global.
Representing our promoter, Lagardère Sports, Vice President of Tennis Asia, Sarah Clements.
The Chief Executive Officer of the WTA, Steve Simon.
And we are very privileged to have with us today, as our guest of honor, to officially observe this doubles trophy ceremony, the Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, Miss Grace Fu.
And now, please welcome the most successful WTA player in all of women's tennis history. With a total of 167 singles titles and 177 doubles, she held the rank of world #1 for 332 weeks in singles and a record 237 weeks in doubles. Please welcome 59-time Grand Slam champion for whom the Martina Navratilova doubles trophy has been named, Martina Navratilova. And now let's invite our runners-up, Garbiñe Muguruza and Carla Suarez Navarro, to join us on the podium and be congratulated by Minister Fu and to receive their trophy. Before you get that trophy, I just have to talk to the two of you and see what it's been like to have so much success this year and to make it all the way to the finals. Garbiñe?
Well, I think it's great. We didn't know until the last minute that we were going to play here, so for us to be here in the final is such an amazing... I want to congratulate Sonia and Martina because they played very good and they did an amazing year. So congratulations, you deserve it. And thanks to Carla for playing with me this year. It's very tough for us sometimes, but you know, this moment is worth it. And to my team, of course.
Yeah, well, I want to say also congrats to Sonia and Martina. Now I know why you are #1. And well, I want to say thank you also to all the sponsors and all the people who make possible this amazing tournament, and also want to say thank you to Garbiñe, because I know it was a tough week for you between singles and doubles playing every day. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of you for supporting us during this week. It was an amazing week for me and for us. Thank you so much.
And now Minister Fu is going to present you with your beautiful flowers. Minister Fu?
And now we invite Simon Cheong, representing our presenting sponsor, SC Global, to present the trophy to the runners-up, Garbiñe Muguruza and Carla Suarez Navarro.
And now let's invite our winners up on stage to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, Martina Hingis and Sonia Mirza to join us on the podium and to be presented with flowers by Minister Fu. We're going to get those beautiful flowers given to Martina and Sonia, and then I'm going to come on over and ask you a few questions. Get your gorgeous flowers there, Martina and Sonia. And while you're holding those beautiful flowers, I want to just give you the microphone because I'm sure there's a lot that the two of you would like to say to your camps and to your fans.
Thanks. Wow, it's been an unbelievable year for us. You know, that's the first thing that comes to mind. It's perfect end to the year. It's great for me to come back to Singapore. First of all, thank you, Singapore. I haven't lost a match yet here, so. I want to thank my partner for playing with me. We've done some amazing things together, and it's an honor for me to play with her, and I hope we can continue to do these great things next year as well. Thank you to all the sponsors, thank you to Singapore, thank you to our team, without who we couldn't have been where we are today, and we've all worked very, very hard, and finally we can take some time off and just, you know, we've played a lot of matches. But besides that, I'm going to give it to Martina. Well done to Garbine and Carla. Garbine, great week for you, and you guys played amazing, and all the best for next year. And yeah, thanks Singapore. We'll see you next year.
I can only follow up these words because it's my first time to be here in Singapore, and I always have this pressure playing with Sonia. Thank you. So the whole week she was like, yeah, I played here, and I won here, and I won there, and I won this, and I won that, you know. So I was pretty good with taking the pressure until maybe the last 2-3 games. I mean, I haven't been nervous probably this whole year, and playing against you too. I mean, it's the first time, and I'm sure we're going to play a lot more. And Garbine, a great week, singles and doubles. So I'm sure you have many great years ahead of you, and maybe you can lift this trophy someday. Well, also thanks to our team, to Mario, to be here for the first time in a long time. Last time was when I played singles, so now in the doubles tournament, Imran, David, and our crew who was helping the whole week. And not last, my partner, my great partner, who played an incredible week, incredible year. I mean, I could have only dreamed, you know, to be here today and have 2 Grand Slams and 10 tournaments this year. So thank you very much, and thanks everybody for coming out here today. Thank you.
And now, Martina Navratilova will present the Martina Navratilova Doubles Trophy to the winners Martina Hingis and Sonia Mirza.
And now it is official. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 BNP Paribas WTA Finals Singapore, presented by SC Global Doubles champions Martina Hingis and Sonia Mirza.
So they add themselves to an illustrious group of winners, do Hingis and Mirza. Mirza defending the title, as you can see there, won it last year with Cara Black. And there's some pretty special doubles teams on that list, but it is Hingis and Mirza who win in 2015. It's been a special week here in Singapore, this incredible country hosting the WTA finals for a second straight year. But when push comes to shove, it is the world #1s who go home with the trophy. Here from me, Pete Hodges, and from everyone at the WTA, including Katrina Adams, goodbye.